Google loses monopoly case to Epic Games. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the latest developments shaping the tech industry. Today, we're delving into a landmark case that has sent shockwaves through the world of app distribution and monopolistic practices. The Epic Games versus Google legal battle. In the wake of this verdict, the tech landscape finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with questions of market dominance, fair competition, and the future of app ecosystems. Let's unpack the implications of this case and explore what it means for developers, platform owners, and consumers alike. At the heart of the matter lies the question of whether Google's App Store, the Play Store, has unlawfully monopolized the market, stifling competition and innovation in the process. Epic Games, known for its popular game Fortnite, took on tech giant Google, alleging anti-competitive practices and calling for a change in business practices to allow for more market movement. Back in 2020, Epic Games filed a lawsuit against Google, alleging that Google's App Store had unlawfully dominated its competitors. The App Store in question is utilized by hundreds of millions of individuals to download apps onto Android-powered smartphones, which are governed by Google's software. But what does this mean for the wider tech industry? Beyond Epic Games and Google, the repercussions of this verdict are far-reaching. It signals a potential shift in the power dynamics between app developers and platform owners, with developers emboldened to challenge the status quo and advocate for fairer terms within app ecosystems. In response to the verdict, Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, expressed his satisfaction, stating, "Victory over Google." After 4 weeks of detailed court testimony, the California jury found against the Google Play monopoly on all counts. He made this announcement on X, formerly known as Twitter. Mr. Sweeney also noted that discussions regarding compensation would commence in January. Epic Games did not request monetary compensation, but rather a change in business practice by Google to allow for more movement in the market. This legal battle, spanning over a month, saw attorneys representing both Epic Games and Google deliver their final arguments. Ultimately, the jury unanimously ruled in favor of Epic on all charges. Despite this legal setback, Google remains steadfast in defending its business model. Wilson White, Vice President of Government Affairs and Public Policy at Google, emphasized, "Android and Google Play provide more choice and openness than any other major mobile platform." He further pointed out that the trial illustrated Google's robust competition with Apple and other app stores on Android devices and gaming consoles. White reaffirmed Google's commitment to its users, partners, and the broader Android ecosystem. This case raised questions about the transaction fees imposed by Google, which can reach up to 30% for Android app developers, as well as the bundling of its Play Store with its billing service. This bundling requirement compelled developers to utilize both services to have their apps featured in the store. If the verdict stands, it could empower developers with more control over app distribution and revenue generation. Google contends that its commissions are competitive within the industry, offering benefits such as wider reach, secure transactions, and protection against malware. Nevertheless, if the ruling remains unchanged, Google may be compelled to permit additional app stores on Android devices, potentially resulting in a loss of revenue from the in-app purchases. Google's Play Store is one of the globe's largest app stores and directly competes with Apple's App Store. Android powers roughly 70% of smartphones worldwide, and according to Epic Games, over 95% of Android apps are distributed through the Play Store. While the store is not as lucrative as Google's search business, it provides Google with access to billions of mobile devices and tablets. In its lawsuit, Epic Games argued that Google stifled innovation and choice through secretive, anti-competitive agreements. The statement released by Epic Games after the verdict alleged that Google was willing to spend billions of dollars to discourage alternative app stores, offering developers lucrative incentives to abandon their own distribution plans and enter into exclusionary agreements with device manufacturers that excluded competing app stores. Google had also countersued Epic Games, seeking damages for alleged violations of the company's developer agreement. This legal battle is not Google's first encounter with antitrust allegations, as the company previously settled similar claims with dating app Match before the Epic trial commenced. Epic Games had also filed an antitrust case against Apple in 2020, but in 2021, a U.S. judge largely ruled in favor of Apple. Epic Games challenged this decision in 2022, calling for legislation and regulations to address the dominant positions held by Apple and Google in the smartphone industry. On January 17, 2024, the Supreme Court of the United States rejected both the appeals by Epic and Apple. The effect is that Epic will not be able to get back on the Apple App Store per Apple's policies, but Apple must allow developers to let customers know about other payment methods. But the implications don't stop there. The verdict also raises broader questions about competition and market regulation in the tech industry. With regulators worldwide closely scrutinizing the actions of tech giants like Google and Apple, this case could serve as a catalyst for further regulatory intervention aimed at fostering a more level playing field in the digital marketplace. While the verdict is a victory for Epic Games and advocates of fair competition, the implications are complex and multifaceted. For platform owners like Google, it raises questions about how to maintain profitability and security while also fostering a more open and competitive ecosystem. Balancing these competing interests will be a delicate dance in the months and years to come. Looking ahead, stakeholders in the tech industry must navigate a rapidly evolving legal and regulatory landscape. Adaptation and innovation will be key to thriving in an environment where traditional business models are being challenged, and new regulations could reshape the competitive landscape. And let's not forget about the impact on consumers. A more open app ecosystem could mean greater choice and transparency for users, with developers incentivized to create high-quality, innovative apps that cater to diverse user needs. As we reflect on the outcome of the Epic Games versus Google case, one thing is clear. The tech industry is entering a new era of scrutiny and accountability. Moreover, the Epic Games versus Google case is just one battle in a larger war over the future of the tech industry. Similar disputes are playing out around the world as regulators and lawmakers grapple with how to rein in the power of tech giants without stifling innovation. Whether this leads to lasting change remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the debate surrounding App Store monopolies and fair competition is far from over. The outcome of these debates will shape the future of the digital economy and have far-reaching implications for businesses and consumers alike. So, as we continue to monitor the fallout from this landmark case, one thing is for sure: the tech industry is in for a period of significant change and upheaval. And as always, we'll be here to bring you the latest updates and insights every step of the way. If you're interested in more content like this, please like and subscribe for more. See you next time on Tech Golem.